Today you are going to learn what belongs in the body paragraphs of an informative essay. So there's 3 standards here that we're actually going to be learning about, and one is using details to develop a theme, which is writing standard 2B. The next one is using transition words to make your paragraphs flow, which is writing standard 2C, and keeping a formal tone, a formal or professional tone, which is writing standard 2D. Okay, so basically the only thing your body paragraphs need to have is details that support your claim or your theme. So some of the stuff I saw that your body paragraph doesn't need to have is summary about the story or your own personal reflection about the story. You don't need to do any of that. You have a task in your essay. There's a point in writing this essay. The point was to show how these details contribute to a theme. So you have your theme or your lesson of the story, and what you should do in your body paragraphs is use details to prove that theme. Don't use details that don't prove your theme. If your theme is always keep dreaming, don't use details that show the character not dreaming. You want to use details that prove the character keeps dreaming. So the magic number here, we're going to want to try to use at least 3 details, specific details from the text. Okay? Now, you don't just want to lay those details out and not explain any of them. You want to add transitions to your writing. Transition words help your writing flow. So you could say, the first reason that this is the theme. First of all, the last reason that keep dreaming is the theme. Another detail that proves, finally. So remember, there's a point to the essay. You're trying to prove a theme, and you can use transitions to make it flow. The last thing you want to remember is you always want to keep a formal tone. Formal means professional. You don't write in an essay like you were speaking to a friend. You want to write like you're speaking to a really important adult. Don't use slang words. Don't use words like wanna or gonna. Try to use professional tone. A good way to do this is using the language of the actual prompt and the language of the essay question to help you craft your tone in your essay. So let's look at an example of some body paragraphs. Same essay we looked at last time. So I have 3 details here. The narrator thought that her house, well, first we need to remember what my claim is. So my claim is, reality sometimes does not meet our expectations. So all my details need to prove reality sometimes does not meet our expectations. So let's read it. The narrator thought that her house would have at least 3 bathrooms, when in reality it only has 1 that everyone has to share. She dreamed about a big yard with grass growing without a fence. Only, in the new house, there is a small yard with buildings around it. She also wanted big stairs like she saw on TV, but the house only has ordinary stairs. So, each of these details proves reality sometimes does not meet our expectations. She wanted 3 bathrooms, she got 1. She wanted a big yard, she got a small yard. She wanted big stairs, she got ordinary stairs. I used transition words. I used only, when in reality, she also, but. So those things make my writing flow. And there's also no slang words. I was very to the point, using a formal tone. So, to review, make sure all the details that you wrote down in your body paragraphs only support your theme. That's the only point of the essay. Make sure you add transition words. and make sure you're using a formal tone.